Hi, I'm Capt. Stanford, Texas Fish Tips. This is your weekly fishing report.
All right, good old Phoenix. That cold wind's been blowing in here. It's a good place to hide out right behind here, that north wind. You can get right down in here. There's some good fish in here. There's some redfish. You catch them on pin perch if you got one. If you got a piggy perch, put him on there. They love them. Shrimp, we're catching a few sheep's head mixed in there. You don't catch any flounder right now. You got to throw them back. But there is some nice redfish down through here. Now, if you get on that end of these jetties, make sure it's not too windy where it's not too rough and don't hurt you out there. But there are some really good slots at the end of those jetties, especially that south jetty. Get about 50 to 100 yards away from the end of that jetty. It's still on top of the jetty, you just don't realize it, but out there on the end of that jetty, cut perch has been working, or live perch works. Like I say, if you can find you a piggy perch, they'll eat that real quick. You can use cut crab. You can use live shrimp if you can get it. There's all kinds of good baits that work, and there's lots of slots out there. There's some pompano out there for using shrimp. There's a few Spanish mackerel still out there. But there is some good fish all down through there. All right, along Quarantine Shoreline, we're still catching some nice redfish outgoing tide right down through here. Throw up on the bank, cut mullet, cut perch, or you can get some mud minnows even. But anywhere down through's been catching some nice redfish. Outgoing tide seems to be the best. Anywhere's down through here. Now, get back here on North Pass, right here by the Super Flats. The wade fishers been doing pretty good artificial back here. There's some nice redfish. Get on the deeper water and catch some trout right in here wading. But be careful, getting ready for duck season. All right, Brown Root Flats, if you got a kayak, that water's dropping down. This is a good place to get back in here. If you got a skinny water boat, there's been some good reds back in here. Cut, mullet, and the pothole's been working pretty good. Or you can drift through with the artificial, either one. But there's been some good reds and a few mixed trout in there. Now, right here on the very back end of this Y channel back here, on the sailboat channel, been holding some nice redfish. There'll be a lot of small ones if you use shrimp, but use cut mullet, or even a live perch or cut perch, you'll catch the bigger ones. Same way at the very back end here, there's also some good reds right on these back reefs, right on this very back. Now, if you come back here in the sailboat channel, right down through here, this last little hole right back here has been holding some nice redfish and some black drum in here. Anywhere's down through in this other hole right here, it's been holding some nice reds. When that water drops out, those redfish and black drum, they drop in there. They have no other place to go, and it's a good place to get them. Get them with a live shrimp. All right, backside of Pointed Mustang right here in the East Flats, been holding some nice redfish. Look for the potholes. You can fish up next to this bank and catch a few reds down through here. You catch one or two, move on. Get you some cut mullet, or you can use live finger mullet if you can get them. Cut pin perch will work too, or if you got some live croaker, they'll work. But throw in the potholes, put them on the Carolina rig, just let them set, put the rod and rod holder, and let it do its magic. And there's some really good reds down through here. Now, this little cut right down through here has been holding some black drum. Sometimes they'll be back behind these little mangroves right down through here. Dead shrimp is the best way to catch them, but if you got live shrimp, you can just get your quart of live shrimp, a popping cork, and go to work in the hole down there, and you'll find them. It's the easiest way, and you can cover a lot of water doing it. Just drop your trolling motor, get out here, and go to play with them. All right, back to this good old Nueces Bridge. Been holding some black drum in here. There's a few mixed trout in there. Occasional redfish on live shrimp, but there's been some really good black drum and some sheep's head been showing up in here. Same way on down through these piers. Now, north wind blowing is a good place to get in here. You can do it with a kayak off the bank, but you may have to use a boat to get here. But anyways, there's some good fish all to be had through. There'll be some sheep's head, some black drum, all on live shrimp. Ingleside, anywhere's down through here, these potholes along this bank, been holding some nice reds. You get you some cut mullet, put it in a rod holder, chunk it out there, let it set. Don't catch that in 15, 20 minutes, move on down the bank a little ways. Or you can use popping cork and shrimp and travel down through, or your artificial, and just bounce down through and you'll find them. You may catch one or two, you may catch three or four. Just keep on moving until you find them. And you come back and hit that spot again. But there's been some good reds all down through here. Now, this is my last fishing tips episode for quite a while. I've got some personal things I've got to take care of, so I'm not going to be fishing. If you need to buy a bay boat, I've got one for sale. Somebody wants it. But I'm still going to be fishing later on. But right now, I'm going to have to take a little leave of absence. I didn't want to leave you hanging. But anyhow, if you ever need a fishing captain and I don't have a boat, holler at me. I'll hop in a boat and go fishing with you sometime. But right now, I'm not going to take any fishing trips. Thank you, sir, and see you and goodbye.
Watching, I'm Capt. Stanford.